anybody can help explore the family history, but it really does help to have a professional do it, especially when it comes to some of those tougher stories in a family's history, because I kind of jokingly said before that the younger generations are like, wow, we're not a boring family when you dig up a skeleton, as we call them, right? But some of those stories can be like really serious, really tough. And if you're going to present that story to the family, it's not that useful to do it for shock and awe. There should be a reason behind it. So that's one thing. One reason recently that I had a family that was their ancestors centuries ago were involved in a massacre of Native Americans. And the family was just devastated to learn this. But I didn't tell it to them for the shock and awe value. There were reasons behind it. Change over time. Your family is appalled by this. That means your family has grown and changed. And that is something to be celebrated. There's also the understanding your ancestors made decisions that had an impact on people. You are in a position to make really important decisions that have an impact on a lot of people. So think through those decisions. You can bring it around to themes like that. And then the other thing is, if you're going to bring up some story from the past that could be really serious, potentially traumatic or something like that, know what you're talking about. And not just the exact facts of what happened, or as exact as you can be, of what happened in that specific incident, but the broader context of the times. Because you don't want to hit people with a bludgeon, and you need to be able to speak with nuance and expertise for these stories to have a meaningful impact on the family.
And I'm just going to add that I'm really grateful we're having this conversation right now, because this is such a significant time in history, and there's some revisionist history that's happening, and there's some major reactivity that's happening because of people that have been revered that had practices that are completely intolerable now. And the ability to talk about difficult things in a family is essential if you want to have successful governance. And being able to talk about potentially volatile, reactive conversations from a place of the contextualizing, granting legitimacy to everybody's perspective, and really directing it towards who are we and what do we want to create going forward. Family businesses need this, families need this, the country needs it, right? It's like, I look at it as like the microcosm for the macrocosm. The world needs it. And anything that we can do to really empower people to look their history in the eye, not shy away from it, and then look at how to use it as a transformative experience in terms of who do we want to be going forward is extraordinarily important. And the other thing I'll add that I love about Karen's work is, in some instances, we don't just talk it to the family. We talk to key people in the family business. We talk to best friends of the matriarch or the patriarch. We get context around their lives that nobody knows about. Right. And we are able to feature that as well. And I think that that's an important thing to also add at the end, is that there's a lot of resources out there to really bring a much greater, richer story to life for the family.